Hi guys, let me show you how I made this shorts with pockets and elastic with waistband in just 10 minutes. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how I made this my beautiful short that I'll be using to stay at home, go to market with pockets and elastic with waistband. So I went ahead to input my measurement. I went ahead to fold my fabric into two. I use the largest part of my body measurement, which is 43 inches, which is my hip, and I mark my waist length, my hip length, and my crouch length. Okay, my crouch length is 11. I added 2 inches from my waist length to my crouch length, which is making it 11, and I went ahead to mark it. So I'm using my hip measurements for my hip and my crouch and my waist too. So I went ahead to mark my hip measurement with my seam allowance, and I mark my hip measurement on my waist with. So I went ahead to add 2 inches on my crouch length. I used my ruler to curve it, and I curve it out to that 2 inches that I marked from my hip measurement. So I went ahead to mark 1.5 inches and slant it down to my hip length. That will just give you that, that trouser shape. And so I went ahead to mark 1 inches that on my trouser length because I don't want it to be too wide. So and I went ahead to slant it from my crouch. I slant it down to my Nika length, my short length, sorry. So this tutorial is very simple and is beginner friendly. Sorry, I had to fast forward the video because I don't want it to be too long. It's something you can do if you know your basic message. Just very simple. It's just a Nika you can sew within 30 minutes and wear it. So I was trying to use the remaining part, but since I have to add an extra 1 inch at the back side of my trouser, so it was not enough, so I had to fold another side of the fabric. Then I went ahead to place my front measurement with extra allowance that can add 2 inches and 1 inches at the front. I went ahead to add my 1 inches at the front at the upper side of my waistline and slant it to my front measurement. Then I went ahead to add my 2 inches. See, it was not really enough at the crouch length, so I have to readjust my measurements. As you can see, I readjust my measurements and I remarked the 1 inches at the upper side of my back trouser Nika, sorry, I'm calling it trouser, of my back Nika, and I slant it just the way I did at the first side. Then I went ahead to input 2 inches round to the length of my Nika, and that was it, and I cut it. So after that, it's just really easy. As you can see on this video, it's just a detailed tutorial on how I marked it, how I cut it, I went ahead in sewing it. Everything is just in one video, so I just have to make it fast. This fabric you can't indicate the front and the back, so I just have to mark it that way. So I take away the back because I don't need it, and I brought out the front that we have already cut. I went ahead to cut my pockets. I cut a large form of, it is 9 inches wide and 9 inches long and 8 inches wide. So it's 4 pieces. So I went ahead to drop 2 pieces and I brought out extra 2 pieces. As you can see, I place it on my front, on the front part of my Nika, the first part which I cut. So I went ahead to place it, and I was looking for my tape and my chalk. Sorry guys. So I went ahead to place it and I marked out, see, I'm just marking out the length. I marked out 2.5 inches and I marked out 7 inches long, the length where I want the slanting to reach. Then I use my ruler to slant it. As you can see, I just slant it 2.5 inches to 7 inches. Then I slant it, like the length where I slant it is 7 inches. So I slant it. As you can see, when I open it, this is what it gave me. So I place the right side facing right side on each of the front side of my Nika. Sorry, the camera was not really pointing here, I did not know. So I placed the right side facing each other, and I went ahead to use my pin to secure it, so that's okay. After then, here you can see it very well now. I just place right side, the place I cut, you can just see it, that okay, this is where I got. And I went ahead to my sewing machine to sew those places I'm pointing at. So this was me sewing it. I'm just using 1/2 inches to sew it, to hold it. After then, I went ahead to notch it and top stitch. So if you don't want to top stitch, you can just notch it and iron it, but me, I'm used to top stitching, so I went ahead to notch it and top stitch the both part of my front Nika, the both part of my pockets, like you see what I'm doing. Then I brought out the remaining two that was left, that I dropped, and placed them right side facing each other. I use my pin to secure it. It will now bring out that 2.5 inches that we cut out. Please, the way you place it, it must bring out the 2.5 inches that you cut out. That will be what we will use at the back part in joining. So this was me placing the remaining pieces of it, just making sure everything correspond. I went ahead to sew it. So I also went ahead to sew it. As you can see, this did not take me that long. It did take me up to 30 minutes to do it. Well, I just have to fast forward it, because if I just leave the video like that, it will be looking very boring. So I went ahead. If you are not new to tailoring, it will be very easy for you. Just something sharp sharp. Okay, you are looking for what to wear. The way I place it, you can just place it and you will see that the 2.5 inches will come out. And after then, this was what it gave me. My pocket is ready. See, I'm just using my pin to secure the upper side of it, so that it will lay out well. And you are seeing it, the other 2.5 inches that I did not cut in, those other two, this is it, they are coming. That's what came out there. So I decided to join it right side facing each other, and I joined my crouch. That place we marked as a I went ahead to join my crouch length, and I joined the back side of my trouser, of my knickers. Sorry, I decided to join the back part of my knickers too, and it was already looking, it's already giving. Oh, my shirt was almost ready. I was like, oh, my shirt was almost ready. It's almost ready here. So I went ahead to place the two parts, the right sides facing each other, my front and my back. Note, the back will be bigger than the front because of the extra 2 inches allowance. So this was me trying to place it. As you can see on this video, the back part is always bigger than the front part, both in your trouser and knicker. So this was my back part and this was my front part. I have to make sure I align everything together, so that it will not, I won't make any mistake. And I went ahead to secure it with my pins, and I have to drag it I have to drag the both of, like when I'm sewing it, I make sure it was everything rhymed. I make sure everything was in a proper shape. So after securing it with my pin, I went ahead to my sewing machine to join it. As you can see what I'm doing. So I went ahead to join the side of my trousers too, because the first part I joined was the crouch, and I went ahead to join the both side of my Nika. Sorry, it's not trouser, it's Nika. I went ahead to join the both part of my Nika. Wow. I went ahead to join the both side, the side of my Nika. So that's 2.5 inches that came out. You will just see a space where you drop it. So I was just trying to make sure everything is aligned. I used my pin to secure it. Please, you have to always work with pin. It's very important. I tried to use my pins to secure it, and I joined it the both side of my Nika. So my Nika is almost ready, and yeah, I was like, oh god, I was very happy. Yo, my Nika is almost very fast. So just as simple as that. I went ahead to join both parts of my Nika after making sure I secured everything very well with my pin. So it was like hooking somewhere. I think my needle. So I have to like, okay, put it up, and that was it. Our Nika is almost ready. Our Nika is coming out beautiful. Hello, can you see our Nika is already coming out very beautiful? So I didn't know that it was not showing that well, but as you can see on the down part, you can see it on the down part, it was already showing that, your Nika is almost ready. And I went ahead and I used my waistband. This one is just fast think I didn't put any stay, no, nothing. And I use elastic on the waist. So that's, I cut my waistband 3 inches wide, and the longness was like 50 something. I have to cut it. The length was extra, so I didn't really measure it like that. I just made sure it was 3 inches wide and the length was extra. I had to join my waistband. So you can see what I was doing. I had to join my waistband to my Nika, and hey, my Nika was ready to wear. So it just fast, no, you know. After joining my waistband, I went ahead to put my elastic. I used my I went ahead to use my elastic. I cut my elastic. See, this was me cutting out the excess because I didn't really measure it like that.